always online. Grab your headphones, it's review time. Music's the love and it's divine. Laughs and insights mixed like wine. Every strong and every beat. They analyze, they can't be beat. Tuning in on the socials neat. Join the fun and take your seat. If music's your thing, come along. Hear Amanda sing her song. Chris brings the notes all day long. Together they make us strong.
Well, hey, everybody. Good morning and happy St. Patrick's Day. How the heck are you guys out there? Hopefully you all had a great St. Patty's Day weekend. We are coming to you live right now from New Jersey and Michigan. I see Amanda, where are you? This is like a new location for you.
I'm in my breezeway. I'm just choosing
your breezeway.
My breezeway. It's incidentally one of the best rooms of the house.
It's got a very roomy sound now. It's very roomy there.
Oh, so sorry. Well, it's roomy.
No, it's good. It's good. It's fine. It's all good. You got a lot of your voice bellows through the breezeway.
Maybe I should try singing in here.
I was about to say, like, where are you? This is like I thought you were like on the road or something. Like you're doing this from a hotel or something. Like you had too much shenanigans this weekend.
What I knew where I was gonna. That cool, but nope, just at home.
Nope, just at home in the breezeway. Well, hey, everybody, just want to say once again, welcome to the show. Thanks for tuning in, whether you're listening on RadioGardenState.com or over, if you're watching us over on YouTube or Facebook. Of course, you can always check us out, too, anywhere you get podcasts. And please do me a quick favor. If you're over on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button because that small action means a lot to us. It only takes you a little bit, but for us, it actually does a lot for us or for any creator that you are following over there or watching or supporting. And same thing too, if you're listening to us on any podcast platform, please feel free to hit that follow button because it also helps a lot. And then also too, one more thing, follow Radio Garden State. Make sure you keep it tuned to Radio Garden State all day long. Lots of great music, lots of great live shows all day, 24/7. Of course, you can listen to Radio Garden State through RadioGardenState.com, the Odyssey app, or the TuneIn app. So today we are very excited because we have a St. Patrick's Day themed show all ready to go for you today. Amanda and I each swapped 3 songs with each other that we may or may not have heard before. And then we're going to rate those songs on a scale of 1 to 5 records, but maybe we'll do shamrocks today or green beers or something like that because it is St. Patrick's Day. And normally how we do it is if you get a 1 record, if it's a 1 record rating, that is... Nope, that's not a rim shot. It is a hard skip. That's right. That is a song that is not making it past the first 10 seconds. The first couple notes, it's an immediate skip. That's it. All the way up to 5 records, which we say is heavenly music to our ears. That's right. That is a perfect song. That's a song that's going to be landing on our eternity playlist. You know, the songs that you can listen to over and over and over again. That's an eternity playlist level tune for you. So we've each selected 3 songs each. You know, it's tough too, because especially when you do the holidays, it's like there's so many great songs. St. Patrick's Day, there's tons of great music out there by Irish musicians, non-Irish musicians, people who are think they're Irish, whatever. But anyway, there's a lot of great music out there. So kind of narrowing it down was really tough, but Amanda and I did it. We took the assignment and we narrowed it down to 3 songs that we swapped with each other. Of course, if you are listening or watching, feel free to play along with us at home. Let us know what you think of these songs as we rate them on a scale of 1 to 5. Let's say shamrocks. You let us know, and we will absolutely get your tabulations recorded. And I got Amanda texting me because she is somehow not there. So I see that she fell off. Let me hit her up really quick. So it looks like she hit me up earlier saying she was having some internet problems. So let's see if she can come back in. let me go. I'm trying to hit her up right now. Trying to keep the show going and also run some tech control as well. So, Amanda, hopefully you can get back in. She's saying she can't get back in. So, not sure what the tech issue is, but hopefully she will get it sorted out. But anyway, we will go on with the show, guys. We will go on with the show as I sit here and try to keep things going without a co-host. If someone else wants to co-host with me today, feel free to jump on in because we will keep it rocking and rolling here, guys. I'm trying to text Amanda and stay on the air as well as she's having some tech problems. But listen, let's get into it because she did give me 3 songs. So let's start with her songs today. So one of her songs she gave me is definitely an old school one. When I think of Bing Crosby, I can't help but think about Christmas, right? That's the time of year that I always listen to Bing Crosby. That's pretty much the only time of the year I listen to Bing. Obviously, Bing's been around forever. As far as his music goes, I mean, he was the original OG pop star back in the day, and has his certain levels of success. But the Christmas Bing is the version that I always go for. So that's when I listen to him. But however, he actually has, and why wouldn't he have it? I just never go for it. He also has a collection of St. Patrick's Day, Irish-inspired songs, Irish folk songs, a whole bunch that he did. So Amanda shared with me a song that I had not heard before. I'd never heard this song before. At least I don't think I have. So the song is called St. Patrick's Day Parade. Has anybody else heard of this song? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And of course, too, as we're going, if there's any other songs that you think should make your St. Patrick's Day playlist or anybody else's St. Patrick's Day playlist, drop them in. So this was a song that Amanda gave to me to take a listen to. So I didn't know much about the song other than the fact, so I looked it up, and it came out on When Irish Eyes Are Smiling, which is on Decca Records, and it was released as a 10-inch LP back in the day, and it's all songs with Irish themes. Later on in 1956, they released a 12-inch version, but this was originally released in 1952, and the songs were recorded between 1947 and 1951. And the background on this is that the maternal side of Crosby's family had come from Ireland in the 19th century and had grown up hearing traditional Irish songs. The first song he recorded was Did Your Mother Come From Ireland in 1940, and from then on, songs related to the Emerald Isle were part of his catalog. The success of an earlier Crosby album of Irish songs encouraged Decca to put together another album of similarly themed tracks, and they included 2 new songs, which were reviewed by Billboard as follows. This is all coming from Wikipedia, by the way. St. Patrick's Day Parade, which is the song we're about to hear. Bing, in high spirits, turns up his winning Irish brogue for a sparkling etching of new St. Paddy's ditty of superior quality and another solid standard item to the lengthy Crosby list. That's coming from Billboard. There's another one on this, another new song that was released on this, which is With My Shillelagh Under My Arm. And they're saying performance-wise, the same level of spirit and vigor is accomplished here, but the song isn't quite as strong as Topside. So let's take a listen to St. Patrick's Day Parade. Let's take a little listen to that, because once again, this is a song I hadn't heard before. And, like I said, it's tough because I hear Bing, and the first thing I think about is Christmas music. So it's actually, for me, it was kind of funny hearing this more of it's holiday Bing, but like St. Patrick's Day holiday Bing. So let's take a listen to this. Here is St. Patrick's Day Parade by Bing Crosby.
I'll be marching along.
And you probably can't hear that because there is all kinds of audio weirdness happening today. So let's get that sorted out really quick here for you. So boom, here we go. Let's start that over. Ba-bum, ba-bum.
I'll be marching along in the big parade on St. Patrick's Day. I'll be up to me neck in shamrocks as I march along the way. I'll swing me old shillelagh as I wave to each colleen. I'll tilt me ear the better to hear the wearing of the green.
Oh, the Kellys from Killarney, the Murphys from Kildare,
The Hallahans and Callahans who came from County Clare.
there'll be folks from dear old Dublin all the way to County Cork.
They'll be marching in the big parade right here in old New York. Oh, the mayor will be in the big parade, strutting high and grand, and behind them will march 1,000 cops who come from Ireland. Those beautiful songs of Erin, the band will play them all. We'll march along while singing a song, the harp of Tara's Hall. Those sons and daughters of Erin, 100,000 strong, will be singing the songs of Ireland as they march along.
Their eyes will shine with laughter, their hearts will all be gay.
When the Irish all turn out to celebrate St. Patrick's Day.
We'll be marching along in the big parade on St. Patrick's Day. Not for all of the tea in Dublin would I ever stay away.
I'll trip the light fantastic, and how proud I'm gonna feel.
The band will play Go Witcher Go Way, a good old Irish reel.
There'll be Cooney.
All right, so if I play the whole thing, what typically happens, anyone new to the show, if I play the whole thing, it can eventually get dumped over on YouTube. Of course, Radio Garden State listeners don't have to deal with that, but here on streaming on Facebook and also YouTube, they will block us. So just wanted to let you know that is why we do not listen to the whole song. However, I have listened to this song multiple times already, and I will tell you that it took me a few listens, right? Because Bing, I think, is definitely an acquired taste for some. I think for some people who aren't into that like old school crooner sound, and especially Bing with the it's not for everybody, but it's something I kind of grew up on. And like I said, I feel very nostalgic for Bing's Christmas stuff because it is in my go-to Christmas music. So anyway, how would I rate this song? I'm going to rate this on a few things. So I took into account, like, would this make a St. Patrick's Day playlist for me, right? Would I put this on a St. Patrick's Day playlist to set the mood, to have some fun? 2, would I put it on the bar, in the jukebox, during St. Patrick's Day festivities to kind of get everybody going? And number 3, is it just a good song, right? Is it a good song in general? So those are sort of my criteria for grading these songs. And so I'm going to do it on Shamrocks today. We're going to switch it up. Instead of doing records or green records, we're going to do Shamrocks today. So how many Shamrocks would I give Bing Crosby's St. Patrick's Day Parade? Well, today I'm feeling very lucky. And I did. I like the song. I hadn't heard it before, and it was fun. I mean, it's the St. Patrick's Day Parade, right? It kind of it captures that spirit of a parade. It's got that march kind of sound. It's Irish. Bing's doing his best brogue and all that. So anyway, I liked it. I thought it was fun. I would add this to a St. Patrick's Day playlist. I think it'd be kind of fun to play in the middle somewhere, in between all the other typical St. Patty's Day fair music that kind of comes on. I think it'd be fun to put in there just to kind of mix it up and break it up a little bit. And it's not a song that overstays its welcome. I mean, it's short. It's 2 minutes and 12 seconds. So listen, I'm not hitting the skip button on this one. I'm going to let it play out if it comes on. And I would probably put this on in a bar, for the heck of it. And because it's St. Patrick's Day today, I will probably find myself down the bar and I'll pop it on. We'll see if they have it. If they say I have it on Touch Tunes. Anyway, I'm going to give this a square 3.5 Shamrocks for Bing Crosby's St. Patrick's Day Parade. I know this style isn't for everybody. That sort of that older, late 40s, very early 50s crooner, what Bing has really made popular back in the day. But I like it. I don't know. I'm a sucker for that. Plus, White Christmas is one of my favorite films, or Holiday Inn, I should say. Holiday Inn is one of my favorite films, Christmas films. And, White Christmas is also great, too, with Danny Kaye and all that. But I do love Holiday Inn, and, I love all the songs and everything in that. So anyway, that's my rating, 3.5 Shamrocks for St. Patrick's Day Parade. Okay, now Amanda is having a lot of problems coming back in today. And it seems like her internet really crapped out on her this morning. So she is working on it. That's the message I got. We'll see. If not, hey, listen, the show will go on. If someone wants to jump in with me today and goes, let me know, and I can send you the link to get on in. If not, then we are going to keep this show rolling because I got 5 more songs to talk about today. Let's see. Let's check in with Dave Mattingly real quick, who's had originally came in and said, "Good morning, jig jugglers." Of course, referring to Irish jigging. And he said it's a 2.0 for him, for Bing Crosby. I was never a big crooner fan. Yeah, and so I'm saying, Dave, I think Bing is an acquired taste for a lot of people. And, I think it's just that point where it's not Frank, right? And it's not Tony Bennett, and it's not Dino, and sort of the Rat Pack guys. It's before that. And so it's definitely a style that's more, actually like World War II. Coming out of World War II, that kind of stuff. So it's more in line with that sort of like evolution from swing crooning and jazz to and RM, sort of that whole thing. Al Jolson back in the day, it's kind of that sort of. And there's a line right there because once you start getting into the deeper 50s, things start like changing music wise. And so Bing is sort of that era of like the early like, the 40s, that sound. And then he kind of helps to bridge the gap into the 50s. And then you start seeing like the quote unquote modern crooners start to like really rev up a bit in popularity. Well, anyway, that is Bing Crosby's St. Patrick's Day. So let's do this. I'm going to do Amanda's Songs to Me first, just because, obviously she's not on right now. We're trying to get her back on the air, but, I want to talk about the 3 songs that she gave me, and then we can go through my 3 songs, and I'd love to hear from you guys what you think of the 3 songs I selected today for her. So let's keep it rolling here. Amanda's next song for me is by Flogging Molly, and If I Ever Leave This World Alive. And that's coming off the Drunken Lullabies record. Now, Flogging Molly is a great, great band here that is just, they've been around for a long time, Flogging Molly. This record was actually their second record. And, I guess you can kind of describe them as American, like Irish punk, folk punk type of a thing. And this record itself, when it was released, reaching number 157 on the Billboard charts, and has since been certified gold by the RIAA. The title track, Drunken Lullabies, was featured on the soundtrack and video game Tony Hawk Pro Skater, as well as Fat Wreck Records comps. Probably when you go to any bar and you see that they have a St. Patrick's Day playlist or most played songs, Drunken Lullabies is usually right on there. It's usually right on like the top 10 songs. That song in particular is usually in the top 10 played list for sure. But this is another song on here that isn't one. I'm going to say this is more of an album cut, I'm going to say, to me, just because it's not the go-to song that everybody plays when they play this in a bar or something like that. But it's a really good one. It's a really good one. And I think the lyrics are great. And actually the song's very like Irish folky, strong beat, right up until like the very end is when it actually picks up and starts more of that like quote unquote punkier, upbeat kind of sound. So let's take a listen to this and you guys let me know what you think of it. I am a big Flogging Molly fan. I actually had a chance to see them, went to Interrupters a couple summers ago at the Stone Pony summer stage, and I've seen them before, and they are always a great time. So if you ever get a chance to see Flogging Molly live, please do it, because they are a fun time. So anyway, here's a little bit of If I Ever Leave This World Alive by Flogging Molly. Let's check this out.
If I ever leave this world alive, I'll thank you for the things you did in my life. If I ever leave this world alive, I'll come back down and sit beside your feet tonight. Wherever I am, you'll always be more than just a memory. If I ever leave this world alive, if I ever leave this world alive, I'll take on all the sadness that I left behind. If I ever leave this world alive, the madness that you feel will soon subside. So in a word, don't shed a tear. I'll be here when it all gets weird. If I ever leave this world alive. this world alive. She says, I'm okay.
Yeah, love it. I let that one go for a little bit. I'm testing the waters, guys. I'm pushing the envelope today. Pushing the envelope with the tunage. So we'll see. I haven't gotten any reports of us getting kicked off yet, but of course, if you're listening to Radio Garden State and I do get kicked off, make sure if you're on YouTube or Facebook, bounce over to Radio Garden State because I will not get kicked off there. That is right. All right, so that was a little bit there of If I Ever Leave This World Alive by the one and only Flogging Molly. So let me know what you guys think of that one on a scale of 1 to 5 shamrocks, with 1 being a skip. That is, I am not drinking that green beer, all the way up to 5 records, which is, man, I am gonna devour this corned beef sandwich forever and ever and ever. that's a 5 record song. So let me know what you guys think of that one. I like that one. I like Flogging Molly. This is like one of my favorite Flogging Molly records. Drunken Lullabies to me is a great record. You can actually, if we're talking about St. Patrick's Day playlists and songs, just put that record on from start to finish. Like, it's a perfect one. I think it's great. So I really do like that one. I'm a fan of the band, so it's hard for me to be a little bit objective on this one. I do like that Amanda shared an album cut with me. I like that she didn't go with Drunken Lullabies. She went a little bit deeper. She went 3 tracks into the record. So I like it. I like the lyrics of that song. I think it's great. So anyway, my rating on this one is I'm going to give that song 4.2 shamrocks. That's right. 4.2 shamrocks for Flogging Molly's great tune there, If I Ever Leave This World Alive. And of course, guys, if you want to hear any of these songs, they're all available on streaming. Plus, we have curated everything and put them all in one place for you, which is our Song Swap Showdown Season 5 playlist. So all you have to do is either use the link in the description of this particular episode or head over to Spotify and just search Song Swap Showdown Season 5, and boom, all the songs that we talk about each season will be there. So we have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They're all there, all curated for you guys if there's anything you ever missed. But I'd love to hear from you. How would you rate it? Dave Mattingly coming in and saying 4.5 shamrocks for Flogging Molly. That's awesome. Thank you, Dave. What do you guys think if you're playing home alone? Let's go through this too. I want to take a quick minute here to see, because Dave usually puts in song suggestions for us for our playlist. So here we go. It's a Jigs for Chris, Angry Hobbit, Lighthouse of You, Irish Punk from Pittsburgh. Yes, an Angry Hobbit. Dave, you're actually the one who turned me on to Angry Hobbits, though. So thank you for doing that, because I think you had recommended another Angry Hobbit song a while ago, and I tuned into it, and it is fun. I'd not heard of them before that, so thank you, Dave, for that recommendation. Bell X1 with Velcro, and of course, who could forget the boys from Ireland themselves, Stiff Little Fingers with Gate 49. Excellent punk band there, Stiff Little Fingers. And then he's saying Jigs for that girl, my partner in crime, Amanda Sharp. The Coors, Breathless. Yeah, great song. Them, Gloria, of course, Van Morrison's OG band that he was a member and singer of, which is Gloria. Great version of Gloria. And Undertones, another great Irish band, Get Over You. Excellent playlist picks, Dave. Dave's always bringing it. Of course, then he says, and our friend Mr. Ian from Australia, who, the time difference, he's not able to be on all the time live. So, but Dave and Ian always send each other music back and forth. So his picks for Ian this week are Ian, Dropkick Murphy's Rose Tattoo, Flogging Molly, If I Ever Leave This World Alive. Well, hey, we just heard that one. And the Pogues, Sunny Side of the Street. Oh, strong picks. Oh, look at this. And he's got more. Fun Jigs for All. This is for everybody, guys. Da Vinci's Notebook, Irish Drinking Song. Dennis Leary's Traditional Irish Folk Song. And Tom Lehrer, Irish Ballad. So there you go. You guys just got a bunch of great tunes there to add to your playlist, courtesy of Dave Mattingly, the VP of the VIPs. And let me know, guys, anybody listening out there, if you're on live, if you're on Facebook, if you're on YouTube watching us, let us know what your picks make your perfect St. Paddy's Day playlist, because that's what this is all about. We're sharing music, sharing picks. We've already gone through 2 today. We've done St. Patrick's Day Parade by Mr. Bing Crosby. And of course, we just did some Flogging Molly is with If I Ever Leave This World Alive. All right, moving on. I'm going to go to Amanda's third pick. And I just to give everybody a quick status update, doesn't look like Amanda's going to be able to join us back on. She's having some serious internet problems out there in Michigan. Unfortunately, I know Michigan's going to be getting some heavy storms and all that. So she's having some real technical difficulties today. So I'm not sure if she's going to be able to join, but I'm going to see if maybe we can get her to join by phone. Yeah, let's try that. I'm going to text her out right now. I'm going to send her the link so she can join by phone, and maybe we can get her back in on the show. How would that be? In the meantime, while I'm doing that, let's keep it going here. I'm just going to send her this link real quick so that way she can maybe try to join by phone. So, all right, let's keep it going. Let's go over to her third song. And this is by the Irish Rovers. This is the Titanic. That's the name of the song, the Titanic. And a little bit about the Irish Rovers is they were originally formed in Canada in 1963, and they have produced over 50 albums in North America and many more internationally, with the band's 2014 album, 50 Years, touted as the greatest of their greatest hits. And in 2025, it marks 60 years, guys, since the Irish Rovers played an unprecedented 22 sold-out weeks at the Purple Onion in San Francisco. They took the town by storm, recorded their first album, the first of the Irish Rovers, which then led to their second album, The Unicorn, which rocketed the band from coffee houses in the U.S. and Canada to concert halls worldwide. So they actually created a tune. Just getting more messages from Amanda while I'm talking about this. So she's going to be trying, but we'll see what happens. So anyway, they did a song that they released called The Titanic, and this was actually featured in the CBC documentary Pride of Belfast. And for those historians out there, the Titanic was actually built in Belfast. That's right. Before it departed from Liverpool, England. So it was built, the ship was built in Belfast and then brought over to Liverpool where it left port. So they talk about this where they said, a description of the song is, I put a lot of love into writing this song about Belfast and the Titanic. I thought maybe I was on the boat in another life. I don't want to blame anyone. The song is about the people and those poor souls who lost their lives. To me, it's saying that it's almost in the mists of time. It's still out there, and it's still pounding across the ocean somewhere. When they released this song, this was the 100th anniversary of the sinking of the Titanic. George Miller, who shares a birthday, who's in the band, George Miller, shares his birthday of April 14th with the date that the ship met its icy end on her maiden voyage a century ago. He wrote a tribute to the legend, and it tells the ship's beginnings in Belfast's Harland and Wolff shipyard. That's right. And he's saying, being from Northern Ireland and born in April 14th, the legend of Titanic has been with me my whole life. Irish pride was at its highest in the sinking devastated shipyards and its workers. To this day, they say with a wry smile, she was all right when she left here. So let's listen to a little bit of the Irish Rovers with their tune, their tribute to Titanic.
She was born in Belfast City, 1912 it being the year. Irish pride was in the air, their hearts were full of cheer. The world stood in amazement, for they'd never seen before such a stately queen to rule the waves and sail from shore to shore. She was the grandest of them all, her lines were sleek and bold. She sparkled like the jewels bright, a wonder to behold. The gentry sailed away in style, fine wines did freely flow, while the second class and steerage were all quartered down below. Roll on, Titanic, roll, you're the pride of the White Star Line. Roll on, Titanic, roll, into the mists of time. Roll on, Titanic, roll, you're the pride of the White Star Line. Roll on, Titanic, roll, into the mists of time. Well, the captain said full speed ahead, we'll show the world her might. So keep the boiler stoked, my boys, we'll race her through the night. We'll own the fastest record for the crossing of the sea, and the RMS Titanic she'll go down in history. Roll on, Titanic, roll, you're the pride of the White Star Line. Roll on, Titanic, roll, into the mists of time.
All right, so a little bit of the Irish Rovers right there with Titanic. Man, I'm pushing it today. Well, 3.5 minutes. This song is 6.5 minutes long, so if you want to listen to the whole thing, definitely look it up. Once again, all these songs can be found on Song Swap Showdown 2025 playlist. Of course, anywhere you stream music. But Dave Manley coming with 4.4 clovers, four lucky clovers for the Rovers. Definitely of all the songs Amanda shared with me today, this is definitely the most traditional of the songs that she shared. And I gotta tell you, even though it's a 6.5 minute song, the Titanic is a story I think fascinates everybody. I think they do a really good job telling the story, and paying tribute to that ship, and of course everybody who passed away on that. So listen, I like the song. I think this would fit in great in any bar setting. This should make an Irish club playlist. I'm down for all of it. So I definitely dig this one. I'm gonna put this one at a 3.8 clovers for me. This is a 3.8 clovers. I'm definitely liking it. I hadn't heard it before this. I feel like it's very, obviously very traditional, and I dig that. So I think it's cool. I could put it at a 3.8. Dave's also saying, just coming in, because I will say, watching Titanic, the movie, some of my favorite parts of that film was all the stuff down in steerage, and all the Irish folk and everybody playing music and dancing. And yeah, the Irish jig from the Titanic movie is called the Murphy Ryan Polka. The version I perform is from Paddlefoot, who I so open for Ed's Redeeming Qualities. But yeah, I always love that scene when they're dancing down and it's the Irish jig. I think the band is called Gaelic Storm, that I think is in or performs in that film as well. If I remember from the soundtrack, the Titanic soundtrack. But lots of great scenes, and always my favorite scenes from that movie for sure. He's also saying his favorite song from Irish Rovers is The Unicorn. So very good. So thank you, Dave, for sharing that. So let me know what you guys think of that song. Where would you rate that on a scale of 1 to 6 or 1 to 5 clovers for today's St. Patrick's Day themed show as we swapped songs with each other? And if you're just tuning in now, unfortunately, Amanda is having some really horrible internet problems. Luck is not on her side today, unfortunately, out in Michigan. So she's having some pretty bad internet problems. She's trying to get in via phone and all that, and it's just not working at the moment. So we'll see. I mean, we're going to keep the show going. If she could pop in for a little bit, we'll see what happens. But if not, the show will go on because we have another 3 more songs to talk about. So we talked about Amanda's 3 picks to me. And just to recap, if you are tuning in now, the 3 songs that we talked about were St. Patrick's Day Parade by Bing Crosby, If I Ever Leave This World Alive by Flogging Molly, and we just heard the Irish Rovers with Titanic. Now, getting into my 3 picks for Amanda, and I would love to have heard her ratings. So let me see, while I'm going here, is if I can get Amanda's ratings for my song. I'm going to text her right now. Can you give me your ratings? So that way we can at least share what she thought about for the songs. Yep, let's see. Because I would like to at least hear what she thought about these songs. I know that over the weekend when I sent them to her, she said, I'm really digging your playlist today. So that is a good sign that she liked my song. So let's go into my first song that I picked for Amanda this week for St. Paddy's Day playlists. And hopefully some of these maybe making your playlist for the first time if you hadn't thought about them. But my first song to her was the Workers song by the one and only Dropkick Murphys off of their record Blackout. That's right. Blackout was released back in the wee 2003. Wow. That was a long time ago. Unbelievable. I can't even believe it's been that long. Dropkick Murphys, of course, are, I think, the official ambassadors of of St. Paddy's Days everywhere. You can't seem to not go anywhere and not hear Dropkick Murphys. I mean, of course, they played over the weekend. They always do St. Patrick's Day shows up in Boston. Listen, I've seen Dropkick Murphys. I'm going to be seeing them again with my sister Steph. Thank you, Steph, for the wonderful birthday present. Going to see Dropkick Murphys and Bad Religion. Thank you for that with my sister. But listen, they are a great band live. They are always fun. Always great, and man, they have been very consistent. They have just put on a lot of great shows and a lot of great albums over the years, and I really like Blackout. I remember listening to them very, very early on. They had much more of that kind of working class, like Oi kind of style, and they've really evolved their sound over the years because they've been a band for a really long time, and I like it. I think they've evolved really, really well, and I love going back, though, and listening to some of this older stuff, and this Blackout record is one of my favorites from Dropkick Murphys. And Mark Ronick checking in with Good Morning CNA, and he goes, is it just C? Yes. So once again, for anybody just checking in now, Amanda was on for about 60 seconds this morning, and her internet really crapped the bed. She did not have the luck of the Irish this morning, and she cannot get back on. So she's been trying all morning to kind of get back in, but her internet is not being agreeable. So today, it's just Song Swap Showdown with me, but I'm reviewing our songs anyway. So sorry, everybody, if you're just tuning in for the Amanda show. I'm holding it down today. I'm holding it down, impromptu holding it down. But hey, if anybody else wants to jump on, Mark, if you want to jump on in, feel free to jump on in. I'll blast you over the link, and you could jump in to StreamYard with me. But all right, so let's do this. Let's play my pick for Amanda. And this is the Workers song by the one and only Dropkick Murphys.
Yeah, this one's for the workers who toil night and day, by hand and by brain, to earn your pay, who for centuries don't pass for no more than your bread, have bled for your countries and counted your dead. Love it. And mills in the shipyards and mines, we've often been told to keep up with the times, for our skills are not needed. They've streamlined the job, and with slide rule and stopwatch, our pride they have wrong. We're the first ones to stop, we're the first ones to die, the first ones in line for that pie in the sky, and we're when the grain is shed out, for the worker is working when the fat cat's about. And when the sky darkens and the prospect is war, who's given a gun and then pushed to the fore and expected to die for the land of our butt, though we've never owned one lousy handful of earth. We're the first ones to start, we're the first ones to die, the first ones in line for that pie in the sky, and we're always the last when the grain is
so much. Great song. Great tribute to the working class. That's right. The people who have built this fine country in all countries everywhere. Shout out to the working class. That is right. Anyway, I love that song. It's a great song. There's something about bagpipes and distorted guitars, right? Like just punk, and it seems to work really well together. So anyway, that's Worker's Song by Dropkick Murphys. Now, Amanda did share her ratings with me, and I do see that she just jumped into the comments. So she can at least be in the comments. So it's kind of co-hosted by Amanda right now. She's at least in the comments. But so Amanda did share her ratings with me. I love this song. I think it's great. That's why it's on here. I thought it was a good, like my little run of tunes I selected for Amanda Alcon. I felt like they fit together, and I think that they're good. Like even if you just maybe not a big St. Patrick's Day fan, or you like, you know, or maybe you're struggling with music and you're kind of sick of maybe hearing the same things. Hopefully what we've shared with you today may like give you some good, you know, some good recommendations to get you through your St. Patty's Day. And this may not be a Dropkick Murphy song that you're familiar with. Everybody knows Shipping Up the Boss and all that stuff. So maybe this is one that will be making your playlist soon. So Amanda had given me, for this song, she gave me a 4.5 clovers. 4.5 clovers for this one. Now, for Amanda to give 4.5 clovers on a punk song, I will take it. I'll take that all day long. That is a win for me. Dave Mattingly coming in with 3.8 for Dropkick Murphy. So that's a great rating, Dave. Thank you for sharing that. And yep, there she is. Hey, Amanda Sharp. There you go. But yeah, so 4.5 from Amanda on that one. So what do you guys think? How would you rate Worker's Song by Dropkick Murphys on a scale of 1 to 5 clovers today for St. Patrick's Day? All right, let's move into my second song. This is a song everybody knows. And I'd be curious, Amanda, since you're listening, is this a song that you knew before I gave it to you? I can't remember. I know you know Thin Lizzy because I've given you Thin Lizzy songs before. So I'd be curious to see if you knew this song. But the song I am talking about is, of course, the Thin Lizzy song, Whiskey in a Jar, which it is a traditional Irish song. And you can hear versions of this. If you type in Whiskey in a Jar in Spotify, there's like 1,000 versions that come up, but it was originally covered by the Dubliners at 1967. Thin Lizzy recorded their version in 1972, and it became a breakout hit for them. The story tells the song of a bandit in Southwest Ireland who robs an English army officer to keep his girlfriend Molly happy after she promises to love him forever. She then betrays him, and the young man is taken to jail. Of course, Metallica did a version of this too back in 1998 for the Garage Inc. record, and that was because they're big Thin Lizzy fans, and so they wanted to do their version. But I mean, there have been other versions by the Pogues, the Dubliners, as we said, U2, Pulp, Smokey. They've all done this, but most of the covers do use the Thin Lizzy lyrics because lyrics of the song can vary from version to version. So this is one of the cooler songs. Oh, and I just saw this too. I'm reading this on Songfacts. They said Thin Lizzy's record label gave their single a boost with a clever marketing gimmick, sending out mini bottles of Powers whiskey rebranded with Thin Lizzy labels. The gamble paid off. Whiskey in a Jar shot to #1 in Ireland and climbed to #6 in the UK, proving Carol's instincts right, even if it took some convincing. So this charted to #6 in the UK. So. And Amanda is saying, I did not know this song. I didn't know this song. So, well, I am happy you've heard this song because I do have Amanda's rating for this. So I'm going to keep you guys in suspense. So if no one's ever heard Whiskey in a Jar by Thin Lizzy, well, you guys are in for a treat. And this is one of my favorite Thin Lizzy songs. I love Thin Lizzy. So here we go. Here's a little bit of Whiskey in a Jar.
you love me? Never would you leave me? But the devil take that woman, for you know she treat me easy. But she ring, dum-a-do-dum-a-da. Wait for my daddy, oh. Wait for my daddy, oh. There's whiskey in the jar, oh.
As much as I don't want to, I don't want to fade out on that beautiful guitar solo, but I must, because we got to keep the show moving, and I also don't want you guys not listening for all our YouTube listeners or watchers, viewers out there. I don't want you guys to lose the feed. So anyway, Thin Lizzy, Whiskey in a Jar, one of my favorite Thin Lizzy songs. I think for most part, it's a lot of people's favorite, and I love Thin Lizzy. Thin Lizzy's got so much great music. Definitely one of my favorite bands. Phil Lynott, that voice, so good. And they've always had, like, Thin Lizzy known for that, like, dual guitar attack, just really, really great harmonizing. And you can start to see, too, where, like, bands like Iron Maiden kind of, like, got that, like, dual guitar sound, and some of the other bands that would come out of, like, Europe for, like, the new wave of British heavy metal, like, basically taking what bands like Deep Purple and Thin Lizzy were doing and just making it faster, a little more heavier. But you can hear the roots of that right there. So, anyway, Thin Lizzy, Whiskey in a Jar. Where are you guys rating this? Amanda rated it 4.0. She gave it 4 shamrocks for a song she'd never heard before. Listen to Amanda Sharp, everybody. That girl giving Whiskey in a Jar 4 shamrocks. And Dave Mattingly also coming in and agreeing with that. 4 shamrocks for Thin Lizzy as well. I love it. A lot of good ratings today. Everybody's feeling good vibes. Everybody's feeling the spirit of St. Patrick's Day. I absolutely love it. So anyway, thank you so much for that rating. And yeah, it's one of my favorite Thin Lizzy songs. So I was really happy to share it. I'm glad you didn't know this one. So now this next song, my final song of the playlist, is a band that actually I've been listening to. And I won't say that they're like super mainstream. Like a lot of people probably don't know them. I mean, they're popular, but I think they're not like people listen to Dropkick Murphys probably listen to them, but like these guys are really great. They're a Celtic punk band originally formed in Sydney, Australia. Shout out Mr. Ian from Australia, from the Down Under. They were formed in Sydney, Australia in 2008, and they are just a really fun, loud live band. Definitely with the Irish sound, sort of what Dropkick Murphys does, but their own version of it. And their best known song is an Irish pub song. It became, back in the day, it was kind of a viral hit. And that's a song, if you're in a pub or if you have a jukebox, that's probably the song you'll see in there. But they actually just released a brand new record, and just in time for St. Paddy's Day. And the new record is called Dead Anthems, and it was actually recorded right here in New Jersey, guys. Right here in Asbury Park, New Jersey. That's right. It was recorded, and Pete Stankovich from the Bouncing Souls was involved in this record as well. So a lot of New Jersey ties. Look at that. New Jersey and Australian ties right there for you. And so, yeah, this record literally just dropped February 7th. And it's great. It's 11 songs. And, man, there are a lot of great songs in here. So the song that I selected for Amanda off this record was the song An Irish Goodbye on St. Valentine's Day, which I thought was very apropos considering we just passed St. Valentine's Day. So I thought that this was really good, and I shared it with Amanda. So I'm going to share it with all you guys. So definitely check out the Rumjacks, great, and this new record, Dead Anthems, is absolutely outstanding. So let's listen to some Rumjacks right now with An Irish Goodbye on St. Valentine's Day. Let's hear some of that.
There's a place where these broken souls go. We couldn't figure it out, so you left me here alone. And on the radio, a 21-year-old sings a song he didn't write about his own true love. What can I say if you won't let me? can I say? It's no surprise an Irish goodbye on old St. Valentine's Day. Hope it's not the last time that you leave me here behind. Our writing's like a tangled stanza that can never find its rhyme. No lovesick Romeo, no tragedy, no story told. We numb our sensibilities until our wandering hearts go cold. And on this holiday, I watch you walk away. The February wind is snapping on the lonesome bay. And no St. Valentine, they'll use their holy shrine to sell the songs they wrote, so they shove them down our throats. What can I say if you won't let me? What can I say? It's no surprise an Irish goodbye on old St. Valentine's Day. But the buses never showed, so instead I started walking down that godforsaken road. And I found an empty seat under a broken neon sign, and the bar was full of lonely ghosts without no valentines. I drank until I stood and swore I'd never love again. And I don't blame you now one bit for walking when you did. And I'm standing here in the freezing rain and you're already home. And I only showed up to this place so I wouldn't die alone. An Irish goodbye, yeah, on old St. Valentine's Day. An Irish goodbye again on old St. Valentine's Day. What can I say if you won't let me? You walked out the door again. What can I say? It's no surprise an Irish goodbye on old St. Valentine's Day.
All right, so that was an Irish goodbye on St. Valentine's Day. I played the whole thing because it's a great song. And I wanted everybody to be able to hear something maybe they hadn't heard before all the way through. And I don't think I lost the feed. So listen, everybody still seems to be there. Anyway, what did you guys think of that one? Dave Manley coming in with 3.8 for the Rumjacks, 3.8 clovers for the Rumjacks. I like that, Dave. That's a great rating. And Amanda Sharp, 4.2 clovers on the Rumjacks. Irish goodbye on St. Valentine's Day. So there you have it, guys. Dave dropping some. I crossed a 4-leaf clover with poison ivy, and now I have a rash of good luck. I've been itching to tell someone. Oh, Dave. That's great. It's awesome. So, all right, guys. Well, hey, that wraps it up for this week's Song Swap Showdown. I impromptu had to do it by myself. I'm sorry, Amanda. We missed you so much. I really wanted to do the show with you today. I know the internet wasn't on your side today, so I appreciate everybody hanging out. Hopefully, this was a great start to your St. Patrick's Day. You heard some great new tunes that maybe you hadn't heard before. Once again, we'd love to hear from you. Let us know what songs you liked. Let us know how you would rate them and what songs would also have made your playlist. Like, Dave shared his song, so we'd love to hear from you guys. Let us know what songs would make your playlist. And of course, a couple quick things. Once again, just a reminder, hit that subscribe button on YouTube, right? Very small action, means a lot to us, means a lot to every creator out there. Hit that subscribe button and the little bell so that way you get notified when we go live, which is on Mondays, and when we drop videos throughout the week on our YouTube channel. Of course, if you're listening anywhere you get podcasts, which is also where you can hear Song Swap Showdown, hit that follow button as well. Keep it tuned to Radio Garden State all day. That's where we syndicate the show, where you can also listen to us Follow them over on RadioGardenState.com. Also, you can listen through the Odyssey app and the TuneIn app anywhere in the world, because there is music and shows on here 24/7, everybody. It doesn't stop when we get off the air. So we appreciate everybody for watching and listening, and make sure you guys all have an extremely awesome and safe St. Patrick's Day. He's saying, Dave Madden coming and saying, at Amanda Sharp, you're just whetting our appetite for next week. Yeah, she's saying, guys, I'm so sorry for the bad internet today. Amanda, I miss you. I love you. Sorry that you weren't able to join us today. But hey, there's always next week. So everybody have a great day. Oh, and by the way, thank you everybody for all the birthday wishes. You guys are the best. I love you all. I turned 51 this past weekend, so I appreciate everybody for all those amazing birthday wishes. You guys are the best. Thank you so much. We love our audience. We love our community. I will see you guys next week. Amanda and I will both be back for another new episode of Song Swap Showdown as I'm knocking stuff over. All right, guys. See you next week. Have a great St. Patty's Day. See ya. As soon as I can find the thing. There it is. See ya.